Do you know how to use a gyro sensor to take a turn? Yes, it's very simple. So you just need to turn the robot right or left based on your requirement, and then give the gyro sensor condition. So for example, if I want to turn right at 90-degree angle, and after turning we need to stop the robot, turn off the motor. So this is the basic program. But the problem with this program is, if you want the exact angle, then you have to use very less power, maybe 15 or 20 or something like that. So in this case, what happens when you use this program, it will turn the robot very slowly. So it may take 5 to 10 seconds to turn the robot only one time. So if you're working for the WRO competition, then you have to finish the challenge in 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, you have to finish the challenge. So if you're taking 5 to 10 seconds to turn the robot just one time, so just imagine if you have 10, 15, 20 turns in one program, then most of the time will go for the turning itself. So you have to turn the robot very fast, and as well as you will get the precise angle. So for that, we won't be able to use this program. So I have another program for you where you can turn the robot faster and also get the exact angle. So let's understand how we can do it. So the first thing is, you have to use a repeat block, and then in this you have to take the gyro sensor block. So we will be taking the live data of the gyro sensor, and then we need a math block. So I'll explain each and everything how we are doing it. So I have selected the advanced block. So let me just drag all the blocks required for this program, and after this we need one move steering block. So now what we have to do is, we have to make a formula where we can control the power parameter. So here also we have to make it on unlimited, and if we are turning right, we will put right, or if we are turning left, then we have to make it -100, as I am performing here point turn. So first let's understand how to turn the robot right side. So let's put it 100. Now the output of this math block should go to the power parameter, which will control the power parameter of this move steering. So basically the idea is, the robot will start turning with full speed, and as soon as it will start reaching to the target value, the robot will slow down and it will stop very slowly near to the target value. So in that way we will be able to cover 90% of the distance with high power, and at the time when it reaches to the target value, it slows down, and then we can get the precise angle. So we will get very less error, maybe 1 or 2 degrees error, and sometimes we can even eliminate 1 or 2 degrees error also. So we have to think about a formula how we can do it. So if you see the engineering notebook, I have given A plus B minus C into D. So let me explain how this formula works. So first thing, you see this B minus C. So what basically I am doing here is, so in B parameter you have to write the target value. So for example, if I am turning at angle 180, so in that case what you have to do is, you have to write that value in parameter B. So 180 I have given for B, and then C you have to give the live data of the gyro sensor like this. Now when the robot will start turning, it will start subtracting the values from 180. So for example, 180 minus 1, 180 minus 2, 180 minus 3, and it will reach to 180 minus 180 also at the end. So basically B minus C is doing that, it is directly subtracting the value. So sometimes what happens, if you directly subtract the value like this, then you don't have any control over the robot. So you may get some error, and sometimes if you want the exact 180, then you won't be able to do any changes, because if you are using only b minus c. So that is the reason I am multiplying with d. So what this d will do, it will slow down the robot a little bit. So for example, if I multiply this b minus c with some decimal number, for example 0.7, so it will decrease the speed of the robot. So in this way you will be able to increase or decrease the speed based on the requirement. If you are getting more error, if I give 1, so it means it is exactly like b minus c. So if it is giving you some error, then you can reduce the power of the robot. So I can multiply this with number 7, so it will reduce the power parameter for the robot, the turning power, and you will get the less error. So this is how you can control the speed using b minus c into d. And why I have given this a parameter is, so in case if your robot is reaching at angle 175 and your power value becomes 0, so it depends on the d value what you have given. So if you are giving some value, let's say 0.6, 0.7, whatever, and at angle 175 or 176 or whatever, it could be maybe 179, and your robot power is so less, so it cannot push the robot to angle 180. So for that we have to give a little push at the end, and we can give that a parameter as value 5 or 10, anything. You can give a very little power to just give a small push. So this formula works on the board mass rule. So it's like b minus c, first it will calculate b minus c, then it will multiply with d, and then it will add to a. So on the safer side, to give a small push at the end, I have given the value 10 for parameter a, and then this output will go to power here. So this program will start turning, and when it reaches at 180 it will slow down, and we have to stop there. So now this is only about turning and slowing down the robot, and now we have to stop the program when it reaches at 180 degrees. So for that we have to change this condition for the loop to 180 degrees. So I'll select the gyro sensor angle, and if it is greater than or equal to 180, then the robot should stop there. So I'll turn it off. So this is the program for turning right at any angle. And one more important thing is that if you are using this program multiple times in your main program for your competition, then you should use the reset block also here and make this reset. And what you have to do is, if you are using multiple times in main program, as I mentioned, you can also convert this into a my block, and the process is same. You have to select all the blocks and then go to tools and to the similar steps to convert into a my block. So in case if you're not giving the reset block here, then in the main program, wherever you are using this as a my block, you have to give the reset block. So it's better to add the reset block in the main program itself. So now let's move to the left side turning, how you can turn the robot on the left side. So this was turning right, and there is a slight change how we can turn on the left side. So I have selected this program. I'll just copy here, and what you have to do is, for turning left, you have to first change the target value here. So here you are turning left side, so the condition will be less than equal to, and as we know the angle on the left side is negative, so you will write minus 180. And in the formula also we have to do some small change, is instead of b minus c we have to give b plus c. So now the formula will be a plus b plus c into d, and here the value will be same, so 10 180. So plus I have given, because now 180 plus c means the gyro sensor will give you negative number, and 180 minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, like that it will come, and then it will start decreasing the power when it reaches towards the target value. And another change what you have to do is you have to turn left side, so the steering value will be minus 100 instead of plus 100. So only this few changes you have to do for turning on the left side. So for this also you can convert into a my block and use in your main program for WRO. So that's all for precise turning using gyro sensor.